Stop thinking small. Your future deserves a stronger you. Listen to me carefully. There's a version of you that already exists in the future. Stronger, disciplined, respected, financially secure, calm under pressure, unshaken by doubt. That person is not a fantasy. That person is not lucky. That person is you, fully developed. The only difference between who you are today and who you are destined to become is the size of your thinking and the strength of your belief. Most people do not fail because they lack talent. They fail because they shrink their dreams to fit their fears. They think small. They plan small. They act small. And then they wonder why their lives remain small. You were not born for small. You were born with imagination. You were born with willpower. You were born with the divine privilege of choice. But somewhere along the road, you began negotiating with your own potential. You lowered your expectations. You silenced your ambition. You accepted good enough. And every time you did, your future waited patiently for you to become stronger. Your future deserves a stronger you, not a louder you, not a busier you, a stronger you. Strength of mind, strength of faith, strength of purpose. Let me ask you something. What would you attempt if you truly believed you could not fail? Pause. Picture it. The business, the promotion, the financial freedom, the impact, the leadership, the legacy. Now ask yourself a harder question. Why are you not moving toward it with full force? The answer is never lack of opportunity. The answer is never lack of resources. The answer is hesitation. And hesitation is born from small thinking. Small thinking whispers, be realistic. Don't risk too much. Stay comfortable. What if it doesn't work? But greatness never consults comfort. Every great achievement in American history was born from a mind that refused to think small. The pioneers who crossed unknown frontiers did not think small. The entrepreneurs who built industries from nothing did not think small. The leaders who transformed adversity into victory did not think small. They believed, not casually, not partially, but with burning faith. And faith is not a religious word here. Faith is emotional certainty. It is the unwavering conviction that what you see in your mind can and must become reality. If you can hold it clearly in your imagination, if you can feel it as though it already exists, if you can act as though success is inevitable, then you begin shaping the invisible forces around you. Your mind is not just a place of thought. It is a workshop of destiny. Every repeated thought becomes a belief. Every belief becomes a decision. Every decision becomes action. Every action becomes habit. Every habit becomes character. And character determines destiny. So if you want a stronger future, you must build a stronger character. And character is forged by discipline. Discipline is doing what you said you would do long after the mood has left you. Most people wait for motivation. Champions rely on discipline. You do not wake up every day feeling powerful. You do not always feel confident. You do not always feel inspired. But you can choose to act anyway. That choice is strength. Here is a mental exercise. For the next 30 days, make one promise to yourself each morning. One clear promise. Small but meaningful. I will complete this task. I will improve this skill. I will control my attitude. I will save this amount. I will exercise discipline. Then keep that promise. No negotiation. No excuses. No postponement. Each completed promise is a brick. You are building self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of self-belief. Without self-belief, you will always play small. With self-belief, you begin to think in larger dimensions. Definiteness of purpose. These 3 words can change your life. Definiteness of purpose means you decide clearly and firmly what you want. Not vaguely. Not someday. Not maybe. Decide. Write it down. Be specific. How much income? What position? What kind of impact? What kind of life? When your purpose becomes definite, your energy becomes concentrated. A scattered mind produces scattered results. A focused mind produces power. Imagine sunlight. Soft sunlight warms. But concentrated through a lens, it ignites. Your mind is that lens. Most people drift through life reacting to circumstances. You must become proactive. Choose your direction before circumstances choose it for you. And once chosen, refuse to retreat. Persistence is the twin brother of faith. You will face rejection. You will face doubt. You will face delays. But delay is not denial. Every great achievement requires endurance. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man who dreamed of building a company that would change his industry. He did not have investors. He did not have connections. What he had was belief. He was rejected dozens of times. Banks turned him away. Partners laughed at his ambition. Friends advised him to be practical, but he had a definite purpose. He rose early. He studied late. He refined his plan. He improved his skills. He did not measure progress by applause. He measured it by growth. Years passed. What once seemed impossible became inevitable. Today, his success appears sudden to outsiders. But there was nothing sudden about it. It was built on thousands of disciplined days when quitting would have been easier. You may not see immediate results from your effort. That does not mean progress is absent. Seeds grow in darkness before they break through the soil. Your effort is never wasted. Every skill you develop, every lesson you learn, every failure you analyze strengthens you. And strength compounds. Here is another exercise. Each night, before you sleep, ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do today that moved me forward? Where did I allow fear to control me? How can I respond more powerfully tomorrow? This daily reflection builds awareness. Awareness builds control. Control builds confidence. And confidence fuels ambition. You must guard your mind. Your environment influences your expectations. If you constantly hear limitation, you begin to accept it. If you surround yourself with ambition, you begin to elevate. Be selective about what you read. Be selective about what you watch. Be selective about who you listen to. Your mind is fertile soil. Plant courage. Plant vision. Plant determination. Uproot doubt. Uproot envy. Uproot resentment. Small thinking often disguises itself as practicality. But practicality without vision leads to mediocrity. You can be realistic about the work required while remaining bold about the outcome desired. The American dream was never built on caution alone. It was built on calculated risk. You must be willing to step beyond comfort. Comfort is seductive. It feels safe. But nothing grows in the comfort zone. Growth requires friction. It requires stretching beyond what feels familiar. If your goals do not challenge you, they do not change you. And if they do not change you, they do not elevate you. Visualize your future self. Stand tall in your mind. How does that person speak? How does that person think? How does that person handle adversity? Now begin acting accordingly. Do not wait to feel ready. Readiness is often a myth. Action creates readiness. When you speak with conviction, even before you feel fully confident, you train your mind to accept strength as normal. Your subconscious mind does not argue. It obeys repetition. Repeat empowering thoughts. I am capable. I am disciplined. I am persistent. I deserve success. I will not think small. These are not empty phrases. They are instructions. Given repeatedly, they shape belief. Given with emotion, they ignite transformation. Emotion is the fuel of achievement. Cold intention rarely sustains long-term effort, but burning desire carries you through obstacles. Cultivate desire. Remind yourself why your goal matters. Is it freedom? Is it security for your family? Is it the pride of accomplishment? Is it the opportunity to contribute? Attach your goal to something meaningful. When your purpose serves more than your ego, your motivation multiplies. There will be critics. Some will question your ambition. Some will mock your persistence. Some will project their fear onto you. Do not internalize their limitations. Their doubts reflect their beliefs, not your potential. Remain respectful, but remain resolute. You do not need everyone's approval. You need clarity. You need discipline. You need faith. Success is not a single event. It is a state of becoming. Each day you choose growth over comfort, you succeed. Each day you choose courage over fear, you succeed. Each day you choose discipline over impulse, you succeed. And over time, those days accumulate. Momentum builds. Opportunities appear. Confidence expands. Remember this. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you want greater opportunities, become greater. If you want higher income, increase your value. If you want respect, develop integrity. If you want influence, cultivate wisdom. Work on yourself relentlessly. Study communication. Study leadership. Study finance. Study human nature. The more you understand, the more you can create. Never stop learning. Ignorance keeps you small. Knowledge expands your horizon. But knowledge alone is insufficient. Applied knowledge creates power. Do not consume information without implementation. For every lesson you learn, ask, how can I apply this immediately? Action converts theory into transformation, and transformation reshapes destiny. There will be moments when fatigue sets in, moments when progress feels slow, moments when doubt whispers loudly. In those moments, return to your definite purpose. Read it again, feel it again, see it again, and remind yourself that your future depends on your endurance today. You owe it to yourself to think bigger. You owe it to your family to aim higher. You owe it to your potential to refuse mediocrity. The world does not reward timid ambition. It rewards courage. It rewards persistence. It rewards clarity. Your future is not decided by your past mistakes. It is shaped by your present decisions. Decide today to expand your thinking. Decide today to strengthen your habits. Decide today to act with intention. Stop underestimating yourself. Stop apologizing for ambition. Stop shrinking your dreams to fit other people's expectations. Stand firmly in your vision. There is greatness within you that has not yet been expressed. Do not allow fear to silence it. Do not allow comfort to suffocate it. Do not allow doubt to delay it. You are capable of more than you have demonstrated. But capability means nothing without commitment. Commit fully. Burn the bridges of retreat. Make success your responsibility, not your wish, not your hope, your responsibility. When you accept responsibility for your destiny, excuses lose their power. Blame disappears. Ownership rises. And ownership creates authority. Authority over your time. Authority over your effort. Authority over your direction. You become the architect of your life. And architects do not think small. They envision structures before they exist. They design with precision. They build with patience. That is your task. Design your life deliberately. Construct it daily. Strengthen it consistently. Your future deserves a stronger you. Not tomorrow. Today. Rise earlier if necessary. Work harder if required. Study longer if needed. Persist longer than others are willing to persist. The difference between average and extraordinary is often one decision repeated daily. Choose to be extraordinary. Choose to think expansively. Choose to believe fiercely. And when obstacles appear, as they surely will, face them with the calm confidence of someone who knows that temporary defeat is not permanent failure. You're in the process of becoming. Do not interrupt that process with small thinking. Lift your standards. Elevate your expectations. Strengthen your habits. Clarify your purpose. Deepen your faith. Sharpen your discipline. And walk forward with unwavering determination. Your future self is waiting, not with criticism, but with gratitude. Gratitude that you refused to settle. Gratitude that you endured. Gratitude that you believed. Stop thinking small. Your future deserves a stronger you. Stand up mentally. Commit internally. Act decisively. And build a life that reflects the magnitude of your true potential. The time is now. The responsibility is yours. The opportunity is present. Rise. Persist. Believe. Achieve.